Welcome guys, welcome to True Alpha Mentorship, and thank you so much again for registering yourself for the mailing list. But the thing is that I was thinking of putting this as a part of my product, which I'm going to be working on, and actually I'm working on it. It's going to be up pretty soon, and you might see that somewhere in the link, somewhere I might place it somewhere if it's up. But the thing is that which I want to put in this video is, like, I've given you guys, as I promised, as a promise, I will be giving you an ebook on text sequence breakdown. I've given that. That will be a part of the mail which I'll be going to you in your inbox. This is already there, I guess, and this is the follow-up on that pattern which I have been using, and I'm going to show you in real life how this works, and this is specifically going to be a pretty long text where I've been flaked I guess twice or thrice in this video, in this text sequence. And so that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you how I went about in the pattern which I talked about in the ebook. And of course, you got to keep in mind that this is not one size fits all approach. This is again based on this scenario, but more or less that's the pattern which you can use all the time. Okay, and again, this is one of the text sequence breakdowns I'm doing. I would be doing many such breakdowns in the future maybe, and again, this is going to be I'll be going in depth in my product on all of these things. So without further ado, let's start and use this as a reference point for understanding maybe what you're doing wrong, where you're going wrong. Because when I was learning text game, that's the way I learned it. I was particularly never good in texting, and after I got good in cold approach, I had a lot of issues when it came to texting, and I was actually being hesitant to talk about texting much in forums as well, because I myself didn't know much about it. I myself couldn't convert much of my cold approaches into day twos, but now because I'm getting it very consistently, and it's been happening for over last few months, I guess more than 6 months, 7 months it has been. So now I've come up to this particular pattern which I'm using. Initially when I started off, I didn't know what I was doing. I had maybe gone through some texting materials, but it didn't help me much, because at the end of the day you got to figure out what pattern works for you, and what pattern works for you in this specific scenario, for this country, for this set of people, for the set of people you're around. And you got to be flexible also. I've seen mostly text game materials, they're not very flexible. They have a very they have a very unidirectional way of going it. They don't provide you a framework on which you can capitalize, and you can maneuver according to the way you want to do it. So I was always looking for that pattern which I can use, and the pattern is basically not the sequence of the pattern which I mentioned in the ebook is not the exact sequence. It's not that you have to always follow that sequence. That sequence can change, but the effect is one part of the one phase of the pattern glides into the other phase. Okay, so what you will see in my text sequence breakdown, sometimes I have come out of that pattern, but I've still maintained that overall structure, the overall how can I say, how the elements they fit in. So for example, I've talked about in the ebook, I've talked about how from the curiosity you lead to a date. From the create a curiosity and lead to a date, and that's a pattern which I follow throughout. Okay, then spiking up the emotions when she's not around. Okay, being not reactive, all these things. And also in the initial interaction was quite strong. That is also you got to keep in your mind, that initial interaction has to be strong. I've also put that as a part of the ebook, which you might have gotten in your mailbox, where I've talked about what are the things to do when you're actually taking a number. So at that point of time, first essential requirement is you got to have a very solid interaction. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into the text sequence breakdown, and I'm sure this is going to help you guys a lot. Okay, so cutting the story short, I met this girl in a mall, and yeah, she was actually with her friends, but the moment when I approached her, just when I was about to approach her, I saw that her friend was leaving. Okay, and so I waited at that time. I thought, like, if her friend is leaving, because clearly, like, they were saying bye and all, so I realized that she's leaving. So what's the point of going in and engaging both of them? So I waited for a few seconds. Her friend went off, and then she waved her bye and she started moving, and then I went right in front of her. I approached her face to face, And yeah, so that's when our that's how we started talking. We talked about what she does, and that she's into marketing. We went for an Insta date, and again, the interaction has to be solid. That's very key, because see, oftentimes even if interaction is solid, if it's not solid, then it doesn't go that well. It gets more difficult. But again, here the interaction was pretty solid, but again she was very apprehensive. She was uh, kind of like, she was pretty shy, and she didn't want to meet me again, frankly. Like, I thought when I was doing an Insta date with her, I was in a date with her, I knew that she wouldn't want to meet me. But somehow I wanted to turn this around, because again, that's I treat every person as like a learning for me. Every woman is like a learning for me. So I wanted to learn and see, like, if anything can happen. Okay. But again, I had many such interactions before her also, where where it seemed like she doesn't want to meet me, even though the interaction was solid, but deep down you get that feeling that she doesn't want to meet me again. But I pulled it off. I gave the right text, I used the right patterns, and I pulled it off. So again, this is just the pattern which I've been using. Okay. All right. So that's the background story. I talked to her. She was kind of shy at the beginning, and then she started opening up. She was very apprehensive to talk to me at the beginning, and she thought, like, she never did this before. It was completely out of her reality that she can talk to a stranger. But one good thing about her was that she was a traveler. She traveled a lot, and that was something which let her have a kind of an open mind. I felt she was a very open-minded person, kind of, and she had. She was just the kind of girl I liked, because she was kind of intellectual. She knows a lot of things, and I did talk very intellectual stuff. I don't go, although I do banter and fun, but I like, in the end, when it comes to me connecting to her, I would want a degree of intellect, because I do talk about real deep stuff when I'm connecting with someone. Okay. All right. So that was it. So I met her, got her to an Insta date, got her number, and found out a lot of things about her, because in the initial interaction you always got to know stuff which you can build on in the text. That's what I did. And here you go, the first text. So, hey cutie, you remind me of something. Okay. So actually I started off with a meme, because that's a very good way of reinitiating contact, and because the interaction was pretty solid, so I thought, like, I don't need to create a curiosity hoop to get her responding to me. I thought I don't need that. But then when I sent her this meme, she didn't reply. I sent her at 10:27, and yeah, it was almost half an hour. So and she was online, so she didn't reply. So what I figured out is that, okay, then if she's not replying, let's try the curiosity hoop, and that's how I did. So you remind me of something. That was my curiosity hoop, which I've shared with you. Okay. Now as soon as I did that, I got her reply back. Okay, and then obviously she kind of like gave me a smiley for hey cutie, and also she told me, and also to that, you remind me of something. She said what? There you go. She's hooked. I'll tell you in our romantic date. So see, now I'm leading. So as soon as she says what, I create an open curiosity hoop, and I use that to kind of like create a date, to get to a date. Okay. So I immediately go for the date, because you see, at the end of the day, the main primal goal of texting is, you don't want to keep on chatting with her. You want to actually take her out on a date, and that's what I did. That's what my goal is always. I don't like sexting on text, and building connection, and talking deep stuff on text, because you're going to do that all in person, man. What's the point of it? And it's going to waste your time. I'm sure you must be busy doing something in your life. You don't want to spend hours and hours in texting. And I'm really not up for Tinder as such. Maybe I'll try it out down the line. I'm working on that, but I'm not much into picking up, like, talking to girls from social media, because it takes a lot of your time. I don't have the time. Okay. But anyway, so here it is. I'll tell you, a romantic date and a small kissy, because we had a pretty good interaction, and I like, and what I figured out was, when I was interacting with her, she kind of likes, she's the kind of girl who likes getting validated and getting attention. So I was giving a bit of my power away, because I knew that it's okay, I can give my power away, because in the interaction she was chasing me a lot, she was investing a lot, so it's okay. If she's investing in a lot, then it's okay to give such kisses, smileys, it's fine. Alright, tell me now, you like inflicting curiosity and then this. So exactly, this is where I got her. Like, so this message makes it very clear that she's getting triggered. Okay, and girls, when they get triggered, when their emotions get triggered, they actually start doing this. They throw shit at you, or they start blaming you. Like, what you do? Exactly what you can do when it comes to you escalating. Doing something, going to the next level, and taking her to the next part of the interaction where from being a stranger, gradually qualifying her and all. So when she's doing this, I know that she's kind of like getting evoked, and you don't want to, and this is exactly where you don't want to kill this curiosity. Like if I would have told her like what I remind her of, she wouldn't have felt like this. She wouldn't have chased me. That now she wants to know, and that's why she's like forcing me to react and tell her, but I won't tell her. So like I give her a kissy face, damn you, and I was like again a kissy face. So again so you evoke the curiosity, and then your investment can go down because she's invested in you. She wants to know. She wants to know what you're saying. Please say na pakka on third. So I'm like trying to plan up a date with her. Pakka on third, like that was of that month beginning, and when we were talking, we decided that we would meet on third in face. So always in the initial interaction, you must fix up a date, okay? And she's like, I'll kill you, because see, even it can happen that even if the interaction you fix up a day on which you want to meet her, it can happen that she might not meet you at all. She might say in the interaction like, yeah, I'll meet you, because her emotions are pumped up. She might say, but down the line she might not want to meet you at all. It can happen. It has happened to me a lot of times. So yeah, I'll kill you. And then I send her this funny gif, and like, how went your Sunday? How went your Sunday? Okay. And so what I did here was like, again, I use gifs. I use a lot of memes. I use a lot of, you can see I've used a lot of smileys. I tend to talk a bit less on text because I want her to talk. I want her to invest. Work, still working. So again, I actually had a lot of work, and I'm always actually kind of like, especially with this thing going on, I mean, working on building of stuff for you guys and all, and going on and working on my game and everything, working on my skills. It's kind of a, I treat it as like something which I need to do. It's like a part of me, and so it's like work. So good. Not every day is a play day. Alright, okay. So then we stop, and then I don't take the interaction forward, okay? Anyway, it was night time. Go to sleep, and then next day, I think it was next day or one day after, I think, yeah, it was next day. I sent her a song which I liked, and I do this also. So this is another way of reinitiating interactions, particularly if the girl is talking to you, if the girl is investing. Over here I can see she's kind of invested, but again, I created this investment. I mean, if I would have just told her stuff like, hey, how are you, what's up, she wouldn't have invested back. Just because I created this curiosity hoop, you remind me of something, she invested. And then I sent her memes, and I made it very low key. You don't want to come across as the guy who's trying hard to get her out. You cannot come across as the needy guy. I mean, by needy, I mean, of course you should ask her out, but you cannot come across as desperate. Desperate is the right word, not needy. In some cases, if you give a very small tinge of neediness, it's still fine, but excessive neediness, which is desperation, it shouldn't come off. So I was kind of aloof, but I made it fun, and I also showed it was that I was somewhere in the middle, not too interested in her, but kind of interested in her. So I made that point, and I sent a lot of gifs and memes, which made it kind of fun. And this gif was kind of funny, and so yeah, still working good. So now I reinitiate. I sent her this song, and I actually like this song, and this is what I do. When I like something, I watch a video or song or something I like, I send it to her. I send it to any girl I'm talking to, the girl I'm talking to currently, okay. I used to listen to this song, but same page again. See, it's just a chat, because I already pushed for a date at the beginning, right? And this is like me maintaining the contact, like keeping the relationship intact till that day comes for the meetup. So third was pretty far away, and as you can see, this is 30th September, so I've got like 4 more days to when we decided in our initial meet we're going to meet on third, because because she had to go somewhere, and again, so that's why I have to keep the interaction going. I have to keep the interaction moving, okay. So I sent her this song, same pinch, and then on first I sent her, that was after 1 day, your cuteness bit me. Again, we had a good interaction, and this is a kind of a text which does not require her to reply. You don't want to send text where you need her to reply, okay. So I always send texts which are like low investment, which are kind of fun, but which she doesn't need to reply. I have also shared some of the specific texting lines which you can use, and use that, try it. Although I have got many more, because I know, because I'm sending out this in public, it's going to be, everybody's going to be like, you remind me of something, so I know I've got the other lines as well. But yeah, this is what you can do, okay. So it's her again. I never knew my impression can be this good. Happy to know you remember me this much. Then I said, no, it doesn't happen with everyone. Loved how, I think, how liberated you are, something like that. And then the interaction ended there, okay? And then I waited for one more day because she didn't reply. She didn't reply. So you see, generally at this point of time, when the girl doesn't reply, guys that generally tend to give up or move on. But I just wanted to push forward into this because I wanted to see where can I take it, because I want to make sure that the pattern works. And again, because I looked at her as a kind of someone I can learn from. I looked up to her as someone I can learn from. That's why and I also wanted to work on this pattern. I wanted to see that how far can this pattern take me. So I did that. Okay, so I know what spells, and actually I had a lot of text before this, but the thing is that I've kept it all in my archive for any of my upcoming stuff if I want to bring up. But this was some of the recent ones which I've done, and because I remember fresh what exactly happened, so why not? Okay. So don't know what spells you have cast on me. Again, this is a kind of me reinitiating the interaction. Oh wait, I got it. It's something else, because again, see, I reinitiated the interaction saying that don't know what spells you have cast on me. That's kind of creating a curiosity hook, but at a very mild level, because I see like she's kind of invested in me to a certain extent. I don't need to push myself that much, okay? But then I saw that, okay, she was online again. She didn't reply. She ignored my text. So I said, oh wait, I got it. It's something else. Okay, so again, when I'm saying this, I'm creating this curiosity hook. Okay, I'm creating this curiosity hook. So now she replies, you're losing it totally. I saw your deleted message. Haha. Actually, I saw a deleted message. It was kind of funny. So I just wanted to fool around with her. Don't know what spells you have cast on me, and innocence it is. Okay, so she's saying like it's a spell of innocence. All right, moving on. Haha. Oh wait, I got it. It's something else. So when I said like, oh wait, I got it. It's something else. Spike. I mean, it's not spike actually. Curiosity. I created an intrigue. Okay. So I'll tell you everything on our romantic date. Again, you see the pattern. I created the curiosity hook, and then again I'm trying to push for a date. Okay. And you like always have a tendency to keep things in suspense. Tomorrow we'll get to know all the secrets. Again, because we had planned a meetup on 3rd, I have to keep the intrigue going. I have to keep the interaction going. I just can't. It can't be that say you meet her on a day and that you plan to meet her after 4 days or 5 days. You just can't expect to. That's the phase where a lot of guys, they miss out. They blow it up because either they don't send any text, or they send texts which kind of get needy, or they send texts which kind of like makes her lose interest. But I have to keep her interest spiked up. Okay, I have to keep her interest spiked up, especially for guys who are working, who have office and all stuff. I totally understand you guys don't have the time to quit your work and meet a girl, right? I mean, you have work. So normally such guys get weekends for free, or maybe any 1 day or 2 days in a week for free, and that might not be matching with her days. But anyway, so we fixed up a date, and that's how it. So that's how you got to keep the interaction going. Okay. Tomorrow, I tell to get, tomorrow, you tell to get. What did I write? Tomorrow, you will get to know all the little secrets. Okay, whatever it is. It means like she's gonna get the secrets tomorrow. You little devil. With her, she's sending you little devil, and I was like, oh, again smiley face. Okay. All right. Now she flakes on me. I think I'll be occupied today. With what? Office work, and Ma has decided to take me her mom, and she stays with her mom. Oh, how cute. Now here, most of the guys like, come on man, we made the plan, why don't you meet me, and you would react. But for me, being reactive will never get you the girl. Never ever it will get you. It's like, I've tried that. Some girls it works, but it works on those girls who have actually a bit of low self-esteem, and they thrive a lot on others' validation of them. So with those girls you can try this, but generally I wouldn't want, if it's for a short term, if you want that girl, fine. But for long term, I wouldn't want such a girl who is highly dependent and depends on others' perception and validation of her. So being reactive might work with the girls who are who acts on the basis of reaction. So there will be some girls, if you say I don't want to talk to her, and she's like, why, tell me why. Provided you have a solid interaction, provided that you've built a degree of curiosity, so you have to read the blueprint of hers. You have to read her blueprint. For me, I can understand that. Okay, this girl, she's the kind of girl who wants validation. She wants attention. She likes to get attention. So if if I withdraw that attention, then she would come back to me. But this girl is not like that. She was clearly she travels a lot, and she was quiet, she was very pretty. I mean, I must say she was very pretty. And at the end of the day, I didn't want to react. I mean, that's the worst thing you can do. Only one time out of 100 times you might get her to come out with reacting, with playing those. That's like a manipulation, like getting her out. But why would you react? If you've got a lot of things going on in your life, you don't want to react. So again, oh, how cute. And like, why? I'll tell you, Ray, let's catch soon. Again, I'm creating a curiosity. Whenever she wants to know something, I'm pushing it to a day. Okay. Now I'm really up for random plans always. Okay. So again, she's now giving me a shit always, because likewise it affects my things. And then she says, yeah, soon. Until then, you enjoy with your GFs. Keep getting great BJs. Okay, I was talking about BJs, blowjobs and all. So I kind of like sexualized a bit when I met her. So it's like I'm giving her this idea. Again, now I'm reinitiating the interaction. It was again after a day. Hello, Pony Princess. What crimes are you up to today? Again, this is, I think I've shared in the text file. You can see that in the PDF file. This is again a fun way of to interact. Go ahead and interacting, reinitiating an interaction. And if she wouldn't have replied, I would have again used a curiosity hoop, a message to intrigue her curiosity. And see, she replied, Pony, crimes, no crimes basically. You want to do some? Yeah, provided you don't kill me. I may. Again, making it very playful, And this has got a kind of a sexual innuendo in this. Okay, so I did talk about a bit about sexual innuendos. Like you should be having it in your text. Like you can have the sexual innuendos in your text, but you don't want to sexualize in text. Okay. But kill me softly and slow. Tolly Metro at 5 again. I'm pushing for the date yet again, and she's saying I'll reach our evening. Okay, let me know if you're up for killing me today. Okay. And she asked me like what time you're free and closing from work. 7. And then she suddenly stops. She doesn't confirm me that she's going to come. Okay, so this is a funny way to ask a girl out. Press the buzzer to confirm. Okay, and she's like, I love GFs, and I'm still pushing it because see, I want to know, because I had other dates aligned, so I want to know whether she's going to actually come. So press buzzer to confirm, dummy. Again, making it funny. Okay, when I said dummy, it's like I'm giving her a nickname. So using nicknames, you can spike her emotions. So this is how I use nicknames. I'm confused. Want to be sure and then press. Again, see, this is what was there with her when I met her in person. Also, she's like kind of, she wants to show like she wants to go ahead, but then she takes a step back again. So I guess this is going to be my second time I'm getting flaked. Let's get this over with. Clear confusion by 3:30. Again, I sent her a funny GIF. Okay, and again, see, I'm persisting, but I'm persisting in a very playful way. I'm not being this. Why again? Again, you're flaking. What the hell, man? You told me so. No, not like that. It's like I'm persisting in a pretty funny way. Clear confusion by 3:30, and she doesn't reply back. Okay, so it's like going to be 3:30. Now, some guys might say this is sounding needy, but this is not needy, bro. This is coming across as a guy who knows what he wants and he's asking for it. He's asking for it just because, again, she has showed a kind of an interest. She has put her foot forward that she wants to meet, but she's still not sure. She's like, she's like this little kitten, and that's why actually I sent her this GIF like of the cat, because when a cat enters a room, she's like puts her feet in and then comes out, doesn't go in completely. That's why I sent her this anyway. So okay, clear confusion by 3:30, and then she doesn't reply. She flakes out. She doesn't reply at all. And 2 hours go by, and I'm so sorry. I was tied up in PPT. Sorry, Ray. And I was like, again, no reaction, just chill. And with her giving me the smiley, keep on persisting, keep on being playful. Okay. And then this was on another day. So it was like a festive season going on for us, and this is something which all guys do, girls especially do, something called Anjali. So I also asked her like, Anjali done? And she's like, just done. And then you're the ideal definition of Bong girl with a little devil inside. And she's like, you're yet to encounter the lioness. Alright, now she's playing along with me, okay? Because see, she knows that I'm this playful guy, I'm not judgmental, and she can be fun and playful with me. In fact, in the initial interaction also, I made it very clear I'm the school chill guy. And that is where it's very important to make her feel that you're the guy she can chill, she can open herself up to. Okay, that's what I did. Alright, so moving on to the next slide. Okay, so how you like a little kitty? And then when she says like you're yet to encounter Lannis, I challenge her like, I doubt if you truly are. Again, this is another way of getting her to meet you is by challenging her. Now, because she's playing into the role that she's the lioness, I challenged her, okay? And she's like, when I told her like, haha, you're a kitty. So girls generally, like most of the girls, like particularly these are the kinds of girls I like, that they don't want to come across as the girl who is like very naive and very innocent. So I generally tend to make a girl, you know, prove that the girl is very naive and innocent. Like she's too innocent for me. She's like too nice for me. She's too naive for me. Like I'm just too good for her. I'm too adventurous for her. She cannot take my spontaneity. I come into this play. I play into this role. Okay. So that's exactly what I did. I kind of played into that role that I'm this guy, I'm the spontaneous, adventurous guy, and you're like this girl who's trying to win herself to me, who is not up to my standards. So she's like, like that, gives an angry face. Okay. I doubt if you truly are. So again, this challenge, she says like, keep on doubting, and I'm like, okay, prove me wrong. And then again, this was again a leeway for me to get her to get to a soft close. Okay, the thing which I mentioned, soft close, kind of like hinting for a date, not actually going for the date. And then she's like, changes the topic. I can recognize this shirt of yours. Where are you now, princess? And she's like, Radisson. Okay, she's at some other place where I'm not, so it's not possible for me to meet her. But again, when I'm asking her where are you now, and again giving her a nickname, princess, kind of like I use such funny nicknames sometimes, princess, dork, Dumbo or dummy, pony princess, something which I've used here. Uh, Again, this nickname princess, again the nickname which I choose will be according to her personality. If I find like she's kind of rowdy and like she's kind of like very banter, she banters with me a lot, or she's like someone who's like kind of upbeat, kind of like shy. So I would give different nicknames based on the personality types. But her personality type was like, oh, she's this loving, caring girl. That thing was there in her. So that's why I put her this princess. And she's like, again, me telling her princess is not for me to, impress her. It's just like me teasing her. These are two coming from a different frame. Okay, Radisson. So what crimes you doing there? Again, it's a very, so whatever text you give, you got to find a fun way of asking the boring question. Whatever boring question you ask, rather than asking like, what are you doing there, you can say style like, what crimes you doing there? Okay, and she's like, okay, she's like, filling up my tummy. What are you up to? I'm heading out for another adventure at Park Street. Want to catch up, grab a drink? And she's like, so again, I was going out to some place, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. So anyway, and then like, then you're probably having someone with you, correct? And I'm like, nah. Strange. Okay, so that ended that interaction. Again, another day went by. I still couldn't go for a soft close. I couldn't. I was trying it here. I was trying to, I was first I used a challenge. Then using a challenge, I told her like, prove me wrong. And then I was actually going to go for a soft close. But this is the exact point where she says, I can recognize this shirt of yours. This is the exact point where she flipped things around. She changed the thread, and so I couldn't go ahead. Because if I would have went on saying like, prove me wrong, I would have come across as tryhard. I don't want to come across as this tryhard. Okay, I want to come across as this guy who, is chill, who's chill with his life. Okay, you're probably having someone with you, correct? Nah. And then this is after. So after that interaction, it was like I gave a gap of I guess 1 day, a gap of 1 day. Don't give too much of a gap. I gave a gap of 1 day, and then again, this is another way of reinitiating the conversation. Like again, another curiosity hoop I'm throwing onto her. Strange things have been happening. Let's catch up. And again, what was that strange? I can't tell you without seeing you in person. When are you free today? See, again, the same pattern. Curiosity, lead. I'm home today. And again, she deleted the message, and I like to fuck around with her. Like she said, she deleted a message. I told her, I read your message. Aha. And she's like, little pony queen, let's catch up. And she's like, no, never did. And she's like, again, we're having this playful banter, okay? This continuous playful banter going on between me and her. Me giving her nicknames, challenging her. This is basically making things kind of playful. The goal of any interaction should be make it always playful, challenging. Not should be like you're trying to impress her, giving her compliments. You're so awesome. Let's meet up, please, please, please. She would never come. I mean, if you have to be a challenge, and you have to be someone who offers that playful vibe, that playful emotion, and also a certain degree of comfort. But again, for that, the solid interaction have to be at the initial phase. All right. So moving on to the next. So again, here I ask her like, so you have cramps for periods? So I kind of thought like maybe she's on period or something, because girls when they have periods they have mood swings and they change their mind a lot. So anyway, so when she's saying like I'm home today, I kind of like just threw it out there. Like, you have cramps from periods. It's sometimes hard to be a girl too. Just like I just threw it out because again here I'm trying to come across as trying to take things interaction forward, like trying to figure out what's going on in her mind, where she's at in terms of her emotions. Not hard. Okay, then show up. Bang. So every time I'm always trying to lead the interaction forward. I don't want to beat around the bush. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste talking how she is, what her life is about, what her ambitions, goals are, and no point in talking about text, right? And then again she replies after 2 hours, I am loving your this DP a lot. Give her a smiling face. Alright. Next day she herself texts me. Okay. Evening you have plan? No plan. Park Street now. Park Street now. And now she's basically trying to set up a plan with me, because all this time I have been playful, I have been persisting, and even if it would have been like she's not setting up a plan with me, I would have done it anyway. I would have again used the same pattern, initially reinitiating the conversation with a curiosity hook, bam, and then lead to a soft close, and then bam, close. So again, evening have a plan? No plan. Park Street? Nah, I had a fight with the club guy there. South City. So now she's asking me for places to hang around with. Okay, lol, haha, I'll reach there by 7, turning up, and now she's like double texting me. Okay, now the script is flipped basically. Now why did that happen? Because again, all throughout this time I had made it very clear that I want to meet her right from the initial interaction, and that's what I've been doing. I've been pushing her, and I've been trying to make the interaction move on, okay, move ahead. And so now she asks me like, okay, and I tell her like, yeah, you coming pakka? Yeah, I will be, maybe a bit late. Again, you don't want to be this guy like, yeah, I'll come right away. No, you don't want to be like chill, because you've got work, you've got stuff to do. Although at the same time you project an intent, like I had projected my intent to this girl. I have projected her that, yeah, I'm attracted to her, but that doesn't mean that I will stop doing what I'm doing and I'll go to her. So that shows that you're a man in his prime, you're a man on his journey to do something. Okay, you coming pakka? Yes, confirmed. Yeah, I'll be, but maybe a bit late. Okay, it's okay, no worries. If you wish, you may come. I mean, this is what she's saying so that she doesn't want to like downplay her value, because she doesn't want to come across as tryhard, right? But I know she wants me to come. Cool, they'll call you when I'm around. Want to see you, little prawny princess. And she's the one who had been waiting for me for all that time. And like then a smiley. And then how much time? Okay, 8:30 around. Okay, no worries. You take your time and your work. I'll manage. So she's like maybe hanging around in South City. Maybe she's waiting. I don't know. That we fixed our venue. And then okay, I reached. I'm close by. Just wrapping up with a meeting. So she reached. And then after an hour, I ping her back, because I was actually working on another video of mine, and I was working on something else. So I'm close by, just wrapping up with a meeting, and voila, I meet her. Okay, so basically this is what I do. This is what you got to do. Like, you got to understand. So this is the pattern. Like, I created a curiosity, generated, and then from that curiosity, I'm always leading. I'm spiking things up with nicknames, kind of like teasers. How I teased her, you saw that in the text. I use a lot of memes. So reinitiating is very important, keeping your cool is very important, and generating that curiosity hoop and then leading it gradually to a date is very important. Okay, so you can get all the sample text in the PDF. Try out those sample texts. I hope you've got a picture of how the pattern works. So when you are out with a girl, again, it depends a lot on the blueprint of the girl, how the interaction went, how everything went. But again, I'm sure you guys must have learned a lot from this. I'm sure you guys can immediately go and apply this. This is strictly working for cold approaches. I haven't tried this out on Tinder or anything. I'll be maybe trying this out on Tinder, social, Facebook, online gaming, trying to get girls, like trying to talk to girls online. I'll try it. I'll see if it works. If it works, then fine. If it doesn't, I don't know. But more or less, this works very well when it comes to you cold approaching women you like, you want to talk to, you want to go out on a date with, and this is how you can go about it. All right. So signing off. Hope you guys liked it. Keep signed on in my mailing list, and I'll be sending you a lot more stuff to see. All right. And a quick announcement: I've got a product coming up, and I think either it's launched or it's going to be up, and you will see very soon a page on my site which will have a lot of such stuff, and I have a lot of things going in there. I have my one-to-one coaching, some of my coaching sessions. I have there. I've got material specific to you for guys who can't go for boot camps or who can't afford the long-term mentorships. This is a digital package which I've got, which will be like me coaching you, and it will be like opening up every video for you almost every month. You will have you will have all the contents you need and all the exercises you need to go and apply and implement and work on it. And yeah, you can get enrolled yourself in that course as well. It's like going to be an online school where I'm going to teach everything, and you're going to have membership there, or you can subscribe there, and it's going to be all on, or it's already on. I don't know, you can check out the sales page. If it's there, it's fine. If it's not there, then it's not on. But anyways, guys, I hope you love this. I hope this is something you can learn from. And again, thank you for registering to the list. This is a special gift to all the guys who truly who believe in me and who think like I can offer them a lot. And again, see you soon, and I'll be coming back with more such stuff with you guys.